Knowing how climate change works and feeling okay to learn more about climate change. There is one young person who thinks about those two problems every day. Her name is Qiyun. Here are three things to learn from Qiyun. First, she is trying to make things right. She studies science and climate change, but she knows that many people do not. She needs many people to look after the Earth, though, not only her and other scientists looking after the Earth. She tries to teach people about climate change. Second, Qiyun uses English to teach, yes, but she uses a language that even more people understand, drawing. As an excellent artist, she makes comics and cartoons to make things right. She puts her drawings on her Instagram page called The Weird and Wild. For example, she draws comics showing people how to cut back on power, cut back on plastic, cut back on energy use, and cut back on waste. She also draws a lot of animals that are dying out from climate change. For example, birds that are dying out, frogs that are dying out, and even kinds of plants that are dying out. She is also really good at telling people about climate change in easy English, and she talks about climate change on her program called Climate Cheesecake. Why is it called Climate Cheesecake? Well, she says it's because talking about climate change is like eating cheesecake. If you eat a big cheesecake all at one time, it's too much and you'll be sick. But eating just one slice every week is easier to do, easier to understand, and easier to manage. Third, her name is Qiyun, both in Mandarin Chinese and in English. She does not have an quote-unquote English name, but holds onto her Chinese name and is proud of where she's from, Singapore. She uses English in comics so that people around the world can learn from her. So if you listen to Climate Cheesecake, you are not only hearing from a young leader for the world, but also a young, proud leader from Singapore. But although it's called Climate Cheesecake, Qiyun doesn't think holding on to a green earth is a piece of cake. She holds on to her identity, and she holds on to the dream of a greener earth, and she is not letting go. The lesson from Qiyun is to ask yourself, what are you good at? And how can you use that to make things right for our earth?